playing with your needle.
How a lot of athletes perform really well on a state level, but then when they try to go national, they struggle, or they might do well, and then they hit world champs or play internationally and struggle. How do you make that transition from the being the big fish in the small pond to the small fish, so to speak, in a larger pond?
Let me answer that by getting you to understand that you are not just a consequence of the past, you're also a pre-sequence of a future you who wants to come into being.
Oh, okay.
So you're not just a consequence of your past, you're also a pre-sequence of a future self who wants to come into being. Now, this is a really powerful concept. It might feel a little bit strange, but let me give you a example, a real life example. When I was working with Lydia, the aerial skier who I work with really well, who eventually won the gold medal in 2010. 2 years prior to her winning that, she came to see me and we started working together. Now, when we sat down, I asked, how can I help? What do you want? And she started talking to me about how she was number 2 to Alyssa Camplin, and prior to that, she was number 2 to Jackie Cooper. I said, stop it. What are you talking about? What was she talking about? She was talking about the past.
Past self, yeah.
Past self. If you continue talking about the past, you're going to recreate that in the future. So a really big challenge, particularly if you're used to playing at a certain level, and this happens at all levels of sport, whether you're a B grade squash player wanting to go up to A grade, whether you're a C grade soccer player wanting to play up to the next level. It happens all the time. We create, and particularly in golf, handicap. If you're an 18 handicapper, there you are. That is you. Yes. You have identified with that. That is who I am. And if you, as a 18 handicapper, go out and have a great round on the first 9 and come in only 1 or 2 over par, you can bet your bottom dollar you'll come in 7 over after, or 7 over your handicap on the back 9.
Yeah.
So you come in right on your handicap.
Yeah.
That's why it's called a handicap. I don't know. But it's a handicap because you've identified with the past selves, because you've always been that way or you've always done that. So what I said to Lydia, remember, she's identifying with the past. She's got this sense of being number 2. What do you want, Lydia? She wants to win the Olympic gold medal in 2 years' time. I said, it's time to change your reference point.
Okay.
What I mean by that is we all refer to ourselves in the past tense. We talk, if I introduce myself and say, hi, Helen, how are you?
Jeffrey.
Tell me a bit about yourself.
Yeah.
What do most people talk to?
The past.
They talk about their past, where I went to school, what job I've had over the last 5 years, whether I'm married or whether I'm single or whatever it is. Okay, so we talk about the past, and this is a natural thing everyone does, okay? Because we have identified with the past as ourself. We've self-identified with the past. In other words,
how do we? Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt, but how do we then identify
with the future self? The idea is to change your reference point. Stop referring backwards and start establishing a relationship with the person you're wanting to become.
And a really great way to do that is through the 6-step visualization technique, which we have on our website.
Yeah, and this is basically what I did with Lydia. Got her to envisage herself up there as the Olympic gold medalist, and then to start to use that older self, that successful self, as a mentor. Because the best mentor for you as an athlete is not necessarily your coach. Certainly listen to your coach, listen to your mental coach, Helen, or myself, or whoever you're working with. But the best mentor you can listen to, the best coach you can listen to, is the you in the future who's done what you want to do. And we do that by changing our reference point, through a visualization process that we can teach you with Sportsmind.
Great. And as Bruce Lee always says, or used to say, as you think, so you shall become.
Absolutely.
So start thinking about the future, desire you.
Start to establish a relationship with your future that is as intimate and as connected as you have with your past selves. I mean, nobody has any problem talking about their past, do they? But who talks about themselves in the future tense? Very few people.
Champions do.
Champions do.